Shalom, shalom, Israel, shalom, shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shem Mashah, Womalakadana Yahushua. All praise to the Heavenly Father for His mercy, His grace, keeping us safe throughout these weeks, throughout these days, especially these last days. We're still in this thing. He haven't taken His spirit away from us. All praise to the Most High, man. Shalom, shalom. As you can see, the title of this video, hey, man, religion versus, the truth. Right, the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right, let's get this real quick. Right, let's kick it off with this. John chapter 8 and verse 32. It says, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Right, the truth gonna make you free. When you understand the truth, when you understand the scriptures, you really gonna be free from all the headaches, from all the lies, all the deceptions that's out there, man. But when we get in these wisdom, knowledge, understanding, we got to make sure we properly understand what's going on so that we may properly be able to recognize the nonsense, whether in other people and also in ourselves, when we self-examine in ourselves so that we don't fall for the same traps that our forefathers fell for, man. Let's get this. Let's go to Romans chapter 9. Because our forefathers, it's known that our forefathers fell for the nonsense. All right, because that's why we're in captivity right now. That's why we're in this predicament. That's why we lost our heritage. So that's why we don't know what's going on. And so that's why now we have to make sure we don't fall into the same mistakes. This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 31. It says, "But Israel, which followed after the law of righteousness, has not attained to the law of righteousness. Wherefore, because they sought it not by faith, but as it were by the works of the law, for they stumbled at that stumbling stone." Right? Because Israel, they stumbled at that stumbling stone because they thought it was about the works. They seen the spiritual side of the works, right? They seen how when they mix such and such together, when they sprinkle blood here and there, when they had the ephod and the Urim and the Thummim, what did they see? They seen the power behind it. So therefore, they thought it was just about that. They thought, oh, let me just do these works like this so that I can attain to the so that I can tap into that power, right? And to this day, we see our people, they still give in to these nonsenses, right? Now on the left hand side, our people, they tapping into what? Crystals, because because crystals, has some type of effect to our bodies, to our aura, energy per se, to our spirit, to our bodies itself, right? Just like you smoke weed, it has an effect on your body as well, on your spirit as well. So these crystals, they see there's power in it. So some type of power in it. It heals them. It does this, it does that. It makes them feel good. It energizes them. Same thing with voodoo. People get into witchcraft and things like that. Because what? Satan that deceives them in these nonsenses as well. Same thing with Christianity as well, man. Christianity has some type of power behind it. What type of power? And all these crystals, Christianity, voodoo, all these things, and even having money, having riz, right? All these things, which is some type of power you attain, and all these things, they puff up the person, and then they make the person fall into that religion, right? Not wanting to serve the Most High, but they want to serve these other things, whereas they get instant results. That's what our forefathers, they fell for, man. Right, verse 32, again, I read it, it said, "Wherefore, because they sought it not by faith." And our forefathers, they never sought nothing that they were doing by faith, man. And again, and Satan disguises himself, right? Satan knows the scriptures. That's why the churches, yes, there's power behind it. But what type of power, right? Let's get this. Let's go to 2 Corinthians real quick. 2 Corinthians 11. And go to straight verse 13. Well, right, I'll start at verse 13. It says, for such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works. And we see the ministers of Satan all over the place, man. We see them in these so-called churches, right? In Christianity, that's the ministers of Satan. We see these rappers, right? Ministers of Satan. We see these entertainers, ministers of Satan. We see the hood pusher. That's a minister of Satan, right? We see these guys who are into crystals and all that stuff. The things in the sky and things like that. The what they call them? The constellations. Damn, I've just the words slip on. But the moons and stars and stuff like that. People who get into those things, they are ministers of Satan, and they disguise themselves as ministers of righteousness. Why and how? Because they come and say, look, this is the truth. This is how you truly heal yourself. All these things, they say what? They say this is how you actually, this what you got to do to feel good, be good, and all that stuff. It's all about you feeling good. It's all about you being good, right? That's how you recognize religion. That's how you recognize these things that's of the world versus what is of the Most High, man. These guys, that's all they do. They play unto your senses, right? That's all they do. So in order for us to understand, we got to understand these things and not give in. And our forefathers, that's what they used to do, man. That's what they took the Most High as, right? They took the keeping the commandments as if it was religion, right? Again, Romans 9:32, wherefore, because they sought it not by faith, but as it were by the works of the law, for they stumbled at that stumbling stone, right? People, they want instant, what they call it? They want instant results. People have no faith unto Yahweh Shemi Yahushua, right? As soon as our forefathers, they slit the throat of the goat or the lamb or whatever, the ox or whatever it may be, the doves, they expect things to be good for them, to go good for them. They don't expect to be actually good people themselves, right? They don't expect themselves to actually change and serve Yahweh Shemi Yahushua and have faith unto the Most High, right? They don't necessarily expect that. They just expect because the works is just a formula to them, right? And that's what our forefathers, that's how they believe. Let's get an example real quick. Let's go to 1 Samuel. That's how they believe, man. Believe. 1 Samuel chapter 4. Let's start right here, right? Let's start right here. We're going to read this all the way down to 11. This is when, as you see, the Philistine captured the ark, right? Now, this is 1 Samuel chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, and when the people were come into the camp, the elders of Israel, wherefore has the Lord smitten us today before the Philistines? They're like, why the Most High God let the Philistine beat us? Right? Because the Philistine beat them. Right? And then it says, let us fetch the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of Shiloh unto us, that when it cometh among us, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies. These people, our forefathers, they had their faith unto what? Unto the ark. They said, let us fetch out the ark, and it may save us. The ark, the it right here, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies, right? They talking about go fetch the ark. They had, and the ark had powers, right? The power of the Most High dwelt. He had his power in there. But our people, they understand that it's the Most High who had power. There are people, they see the power inside the ark, but they don't see that it's not the power of the ark, it's the power of the Most High who dwells in the ark, right? So they made a religion out of having the ark, right? So now let's see what happened. It reads on to say, so the people sent to Shiloh that they might bring from thence the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth between the cherubim, and the two sons of Eli, Ophni and Phinehas, were there the ark of the covenant of God. And it reads and says, and when the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang again. The earth rang again, meaning what? These guys were so excited. These guys, they were shouting, throwing heavy parties, bouncing, dancing, and things like that. They're happy because the ark is there. They thinking what? The ark is going to save us. We're going to beat these Philistines, right? Let's read on. It says, and when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, what meaneth the noise of this great shout in this camp of the Hebrews? And they understood that the ark of the Lord was come into the camp. And the Philistines were afraid, right? For they said, God is come into the camp. And they said, woe unto us, for there has not been such a thing heretofore. Woe unto us, who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. So we know, of course, these guys, they have no understanding, right? According to, we read Deuteronomy 32, right? 27 on down, we see how these other nations, they have no type of understanding. But these guys, they like, look, oh man, these gods, man, they got the ark, they got their power. We're putting our trust, our faith unto what? The ark, not unto the Most High. But these guys themselves, they like, yo, these guys, they're gonna beat us because they have no understanding to themselves. But let's see what's going on, right? Let's see what type of lesson did the Most High God teach us, not necessarily these heathens, because these heathens will always have trust into material things and to thinking that these things have power, right? Powers and things like that. But us, he's teaching us, the Israelite, a lesson not to put our trust into nothing but him, right? That's the first and greatest commandment, right? It says, be strong and quit yourself like men, O ye Philistines, that ye be not servants unto the Hebrews, as they have been to you. Quit yourselves like men and fight. And the Philistines fought, and Israel was smitten, and they fled every man into his tent. And there was a very great slaughter, for there fell of Israel 30,000 footmen, and the ark of God was taken, and the two sons of Eli, Ophni and Phinehas, were slain. So Israel was smitten, man. Israel was smitten because why? The Most High, you got to put your trust unto the Most High. These guys, they putting their trust into what? Let's go to Hebrews real quick. Because these things, yes, they're fashioned after the likeness of heaven. Let me see this real quick. Right? This is Hebrews chapter 3 and verse 3. It says, for this man was counted worthy of more glory than Moses, inasmuch as he who has builded the house has more honor than the house, right? And that's what they didn't understand. The Most High is the one that's building this house, that has given us the blueprint of the ark, and told us to sit some wood, all these woods, and all the properly paved golds and all that stuff to properly have properly conduct the power of the Most High, right? To properly electrify it, because that's all science behind it at the end of the day when you read and understand what's going on, right? And but these guys, they didn't understand that the builder of the house, it has more honor, right? The builder of the house has more honor than the house itself, right? People, they made a religion out of these things. They started idolizing even the things that the Most High God told us to build. We started idolizing it, thinking that, oh, the ark gonna save us. Oh, let me have the star of David, or the lily of David, right? But they call it the star of David in these modern day and age. Let me make that my strength and power. These things gonna keep me from all the witchcraft around me. Or our people, they start thinking, oh, let me have the ephod, let me have my fringes, let me have this, that, and the third. These things is what's going to, no, man, it's you serving the Most High and understanding. It's a very thin line, and you have to acquire that understanding in order for you not to make a religion out of even this truth, right? It says, right, I'll read it again, verse 3. It says, for this man was counted worthy of more glory than Moses, inasmuch as he who has builded the house has more honor than the house. For every house is builded by some man, but he that buildeth all things is Yahweh. Right? You have to understand that the Most High God is the one who builds everything, man. Everything, all the blueprints and everything, we got it. Moses got it from whom? From the Most High, from Yahushua, man. Yahushua got it from the Most High. Yahushua told it to Moses, man. Let's go to Hebrews 8. Right? Let's go to Hebrews 8. So we cannot, and all these commandments that we're keeping is what? It's because we getting all these commandments from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. It's not these things per se that save us, but the Most High that save us, man. It's not these things, but again, it's the Most High. So we gotta understand that. Let's read this real quick. Hebrews 8 and 5. Right, I started at verse 4. It said, "For if he were on earth, he should not be a priest, seeing that there were a priests that offer gifts according to the law, who serve unto the example and shadow of heavenly things." Right? Everything we're doing, whether it's the fringes, whether it's the ephods, whether it's the Ark of the Covenant, it's an example of what? The heavenly things, the things that Moses saw when he was in them chariots for 40 days and 40 nights, man. Right? We through these visions and through these personally being there, man. Right? It says, "As Moses was admonished of the Most High when he was about to make the tabernacle, for see, saith he, that thou make all things according to the pattern shewed to thee in the mount." Right? Because these things, they are not the real thing at the end of the day. Right? And even the things of heaven, these things, they have no power except the Most High gives them power, man. Put his power within these things. It's the Most High at the end of the day. Not no chariots, not no angels, not no cover, no ark or anything like that. At the end of the day, it's the Most High. He's the only one who's all powerful, man. Right? It's like this. I could build a car, but I'm the one that built the car, man. Yeah, the car can run me over, right? But the Most High, nothing he created can run him over. Me, I'm a mere man. The car could hit me and then I die. The Most High cannot die. Even all his creations are beneath him, right? They're even the most powerful creature in all creation, as in an object that the Most High creates, cannot and will never be, and cannot be as powerful as the Most High himself is. That's what makes him the Most High, right? There's nothing on earth or in the heavens or underneath the earth, underneath the heavens, that can beat the Most High, man. There's nothing. The Most High has no kryptonite, right? Because he created the kryptonites, right? And these kryptonites are not kryptonites to himself. They're kryptonites to other beings that he created. Whether for us, we got kryptonites, which is our flesh, which is sin. We got Yahushua, whose kryptonite is his krypton. I don't want to say Yahushua got a kryptonite neither, right? But he was tempted, right? So those are some things he was tempted with, but the Most High God could never be tempted, right? But all the creation, all his creations aren't as perfect as he is, because the Most High is the only one who's perfect, the Most High God. But Yahushua, again, I'm not saying Yahushua has a kryptonite, but Yahushua was tempted. To be tempted is what? When it's something that your flesh wants, but it's when you give into that temptation, that's when it becomes a sin, right? So Yahushua, he was weakened for a moment, right? But the Most High could never be weakened, right? He could never be tempted, because the Most High, he is above all these things, man. Right? So all these things, we have to understand that in order for us not to make things religious, right? And when we're keeping these commandments, when we're keeping these things, we have to understand, look, we're keeping these things because we're having faith unto the Most High. Let's get this. Let's go to Hebrews 11. Hebrews 11, it says, and 1, it says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Right? That's what faith is. When it's things that it's the evidence of things not seen. How? You don't see the Most High, but you know he is around, and you don't see the Most High. You never heard his voice, but you know if you do his will, when you do his will, you will be saved by him, because he never lies. He's not a man that he should lie. So we understand, these are the things we have to acquire and understand in order for us not to make this thing turn this thing into a religion, right? Because religions, they believe they gotta do this, they gotta do that in order for because that's the power lies within those actions. The power doesn't lie within those actions, right? Never mind the fact that they don't regard the words of God or whatnot, right? But they truly believe those things that they're doing have power, right? Like Catholics, they truly believe eating the little cracker. They truly believe bowing down to these crosses and all these things, right? Although again, Satan disguised himself as the angel of light, and there's some type of emotional state, and even you could see some handsy danzy miracles that has been done or whatnot, but because it's not according to the word of the Most High, we have to understand the Most High God is not within these things, man. Because Yahushua said what? A wicked generation, let me see if I can find this. A wicked generation seek a sign, but the sign of Jonah, that's the only thing that's going to be given us, man. Right? I don't think it's this. I'll most I will not come back to it. I'll think about it. But let me read this real quick. Right? This is Hebrews 11:6. It says, but faith, it is impossible. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. It's impossible to please the Most High if you do not have faith unto him. If you don't believe his words, because you got to believe that he is. You got to believe what he has said that he is, man. And he said he is a rewarder of those that diligently seek him. Amen. You got to diligently seek the Most High. And he told you all his oracles already. His oracles are what? Is in the scripts, man. Right? Let's read this real quick. It's Hebrews 12:1. It says, wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with such a great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. Right? All the clouds of witnesses, when you read the whole chapter 11, is all our forefathers and foremothers who had faith unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? All these things are witnesses, examples for us to understand what the Most High is about, and how to please him and how to serve him. Do his will, do exactly what he tells you to do, and you will fare well. Don't do it because you believe there's power in these actions. Do it because you understand you're going to do what? Verse 2, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith. Salakia. Hebrews 2. That's what I want. Hebrews 2. No. It's like I'm getting confused real quick. Let me go back to it. Romans 12. Salakia. Let's go to Romans 12. Right? 12:2, the last one part. Right. Romans 12:2. It says, and be not I'll read verse 1 as well. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. By doing what? Keeping his ways. And he's going to explain you again. It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable will of the Most High. You have to, that's how you prove it, by renewing your mind and you understanding. You've seen all the cloud of witnesses that we have in the scripts, And we see and we understand we got to keep the ways of the Most High through faith. And that's how we're able, and that's how we will always understand to keep the ways of the Most High in order for us to understand his perfect will and accept and what is perfect and acceptable and good before him, man. So we got to understand these things and not fall for the traps of these damn places. We see our forefathers, they fall for the traps of this damn place. This place sets up a bunch of religious things or whatnot. Let's get some examples of them. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 13. Right? This is Wisdom of Solomon 13:1. It says, surely vain are all men by nature who are ignorant of the Most High. Ignorant of the Most High is not just saying, oh, I don't believe in God. Ignorant of the Most High is also you saying, hey, man, this is what God wants. This is what God, this, that, and the third. He gave us this, that, and the third to do this, to do these rituals, or God is in Christianity. God is in Kemet. God is in Islam. You're ignorant of the Most High, and you're a vain person. Why? Because you only believe because you see the majority is following these sects, these religious groups, right? You see majority of people are either Christians, following Christianity, and or following Islam. So because you see that, you want to follow them, and you are ignorant of God, because the Most High God, only a remnant gonna be saved. Majority people gonna get killed, man. Because what Yahushua said in Matthew, I believe Matthew 8, it says, wide is the gate. Matthew 7, wide is the gate. Wide and broad is the gate to what? To destruction. And narrow is the gate to everlasting life. And when you read in 2nd Ezra 7, you see how it says, hey, man, it's so narrow, that gate is so narrow that only one person can go at a time, right? That's demonstrating how narrow the gate is for you to make it to the righteous, for you to be on the righteous path. And even in that righteous path, there's water on your left hand side where you could fail and drown, and there's fire on your right hand side where you could fail and get burnt to death, man. So it's very dangerous road, and it's a very narrow and it's very difficult road to take, right? So you have to understand all these things, man. Right? So all the people who are in a broad way, they are ignorant of God and could not, out of the good things that are seen, known him that is, neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster. That's what our forefathers did, man. They thought the ark was going to save them. They thought killing a goat, killing a lamb is what's going to save them. They thought wearing fringes was going to save them. Now people looking at the stars and stuff like that, astrologists, and things like that, they're giving into all these nonsense. You're talking about they're Scorpios. They are what they call it, Geminis. They are, they're acquiring a bunch of different spirits, different things, because these things, they all got spirits behind them, but these things, they don't have the Most High behind them. And these spirits, they only making you ignorant of the Most High, right? Because you yourself, you don't understand that the Most High created those spirits to keep you distracted, right? But nonetheless, hey, you have to come out of that mind state. Only the strong, only the real righteous, the real strong, who are the elect, will be able to not get deceived, man. Not give in to these nonsenses, right? But majority, the whole world, will be given in unto these things. So we got to understand and recognize these things, right? This verse 2, it says, but deemed either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars or the violent water or the lights of heaven to be the gods which govern the world. That's what our people, they think that, oh man, these things, that's what governs the world, man. They think, oh, all these false gods, right? Islam gotta govern the world, gotta be the one that's ruling. That's the true Allah. That's the true power, right? Christianity says no, it's white Jesus, right? Right, Jesus, that's the true power, right? With his little angels, Cupid angels, baby angels shooting hardy arrows at you and things like that, right? and with their white devilish Jesus, blue eyes, blonde hair, and things like that, right? And other people say no, it's Kemet. Other people say no, it's the astrology, right? Look at the stars, look at these things. And those other people say no, it's money itself. Because with money, I could do anything. I could govern and pay people to do things for me and things like that. And to a certain extent, to a certain degree, everybody has a point. I'm not saying they're right, but they have a point, because money, yes, you can acquire power with that. Yes, with astrology, you could acquire some type of power with that. Yes, with Christianity, you can acquire some type of power with that. Just look at these pastors, right? And Islam, same thing. Look at these Islamic countries. These guys are rich. These guys, they get this, they get that. They control their people with that. You could acquire some type of power with that, with all these things. But guess what? The true and only true power is Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashah Wamalaka Danau Yahusha. He's the only one who has true power, man. The only one. And all these other false gods, he gave them power to deceive the deceived, man. Right? To deceive the wicked. I'm going to come back to this. Let's get this real quick. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians 2:10. Right? This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And actually, I'll start at verse 7. It says, "For the mystery of iniquity does already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way." Right? The Most High God is the one who's letting all these things happen, man. Right? It says, "And then shall the wicked be revealed." All the wicked people gonna be revealed, and the wicked you will in these last days, you will see that Islam is wicked, Christianity is wicked, astrology is wicked, witchcraft is wicked, masonry is wicked, voodoo is wicked. All these things is wicked, man. You're gonna find out, right? It says what? "Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the righteousness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan." That's these Edomites, man. They the ones who perpetrate all these wicked ideologies and religions, man. To do what? To create an axis, like it says in the book of Willie Lynch letter, right? It says they create an axis of false religions, false beliefs, in order for it to spin on itself and govern itself. They create all these ideologies in order to keep you oppressed, keep your spirit oppressed, for you not to know the truth about yourself, the truth about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? And the Most High God gonna reveal these things, and is revealing these things in these last days, the wickedness of the men that came after the working of Satan, right? I'm gonna read on. "With all power and signs and lying wonders," verse 10, it says, "with all the deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish." If you believe these things, because you are wicked yourself. And we're going to get that as well in Wisdom of Solomon. We're going to go back to Wisdom of Solomon 13 and 14 and 15, right? Right? It says, "In them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusions." All these religions is strong delusions that the Most High God has let loose upon the earth. Because you don't love the truth, you don't want to follow the truth, you don't want to follow and understand that Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, you have to serve him. Even all of us, even the elect, hey man, we all went off at some point. I say we, saying Most High willing, I am part of the elect. But even the elect, man, they went off at some point. Right? But they repent, like King David repented, Peter repented, right? All the apostles who ran away from Yahushua, during the time of need, right? They didn't even want to pray with him. They ran away once all hell broke loose in Yahushua's life. But the Most High had mercy and they repented, right? They understood the truth. They understood they got to serve Yahushua. Paul repented, right? And that's what you got to do. But the people who don't want to repent, the Most High God sends them strong delusions. The people who don't understand that they got to serve the Most High and not religion, and not because religion is you serving man and you serving a bunch of different elements who has no life except the life that the Most High has put in them, right? The power that the Most High God has put in them. Same thing for us. Hey, man, you do not fear the Most High, so you're going to get strong delusions. You don't fear the Most High, you're going to get strong delusions sent your way, right? That day, I'm going to read 11 again. It says, and for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they, Salakia, dang, all right? That they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. You got pleasure in unrighteousness, the Most High God send you strong delusion, right? Because you don't believe the truth, and the Most High God gonna destroy you, right? I'm gonna read this real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 13. It says in a verse, I think I'm gonna read verse right, I'll read verse 8. It says, howbeit neither are they to be, well, actually, I'll read verse 6. It says, but yet for this they are the less to be blamed, for they peradventure err, seeking God and desirous to find him, for being conversant in his works they search him diligently, and believe their sight, because the things are beautiful that are seen. And people, people truly, they be seeking the Most High, especially our people. They go to Islam, they go to Christianity and things like that. But the things, and even our people, they go to the crystals, they go to the constellations and things like that. Hey, man, these guys, these guys, they seeking God, right? Because we're all Israelites, and even the heathens, they seeking God to a certain degree, right? But it says what? Howbeit neither are they to be pardoned. You're not going to be pardoned because you say, oh, I was searching God. It's all about, because you know how people like to say, as long as you're searching God, man, as long as you're searching God, you'll be all right. As long as you want to be a good person, you'll be all right. God said, look, man, yeah, I understand you searching me, but guess what? All these things you saw, all these things you witnessed, even the countless times I've saved you from getting killed, from dying, from this, that, and the third, and yet you still don't believe, you still don't want to serve me as I say in the scripts, because he tells you how to serve him. It's in the scripts. He tells you everything about himself. It's in the Bible. And you got plenty witnesses in your life, from your friends, your parents, your siblings, or your cousins, whomever got some type of testimony. And you yourself, you got your own personal testimonies of God working with you. And yet you still don't find him. You still have this blockage on you. You still don't want to follow the truth. Guess what? You're not going to be pardoned. And this is the reason, verse 9. For if they were able to know so much that they could aim at the world, how did they not sooner find out the Lord thereof? How you don't, if you know all these things, man, about God, especially these Edomites, they have they have the tools, the proper tools to go research the land of Israel properly, to see the Ark of the Covenant where it was made and all that stuff. They have all these proper tools, man, without crossing the line and all that stuff. And these guys, they have the evidence of God on earth, but these guys, what they want to do, they want to create CERN. To do what? To create their own God particles, to become their own God, man. They want to do what? They want to shoot at the solar eclipse that's coming up. To do what? So that they can do whatever witchcraft and cause whatever things to the earth, man. They want to do what? Hey, you have the knowledge and understanding about plants and things like that. What do you do with it? You create poisons. Instead of you healing people, you create poisons, man. You want to inject people with a bunch of poisons and things like that. You have knowledge of what? Radiation and things like that, and sound effect and things like that. How these things, you could actually heal people with these things, man. Sound radiation therapy and things like that. But guess what you want to do with it? You want to create atomic bombs and want to annihilate people, man. Guess what? You're not going to be pardoned. All these knowledges you have, you put your trust in religion, you put your trust in the works, you put your trust in the things that you're seeing around you. So the Most High God said, look, man, you're going to get killed. you're not gonna be pardoned. I'm gonna devour you, man. I'm gonna devour you. Verse 10, it says, but miserable are they, and in dead things is their hope. Who called them gods, which are the works of man's hands? Gold and silver to show art in, and resemblances of beasts, or a stone good for nothing, the work of an ancient hand. Hey man, you trust in what? In these crystals and all that stuff. You trust in all these crosses that's somebody made and things like that. Even the Ark of the Covenant, we made it. Man made it, man. Right? The Most High had grace and mercy on us so much that he wanted to dwell. So he wanted to have some type of power of his dwelling in the midst of us. But we made it. Right? So the Most High guys, like, these guys are stupid, man. Right? We're stupid for believe these things, right? To follow these religions, man. Right? Let's get this real quick. Wisdom of Solomon 14:27. It says, for the worshiping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. That's what the script says, man. The beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil is because of all these religions, man. Yes, you believing in Scientology, that's a religion. You believing in your guns, your money, your whatever, that's religion. You believing in crystals and things like that, that's religion. That's what religion is. You have your faith unto something other than yourself. And those some things is not the Most High, which is okay to have faith unto something that other than yourself, to save you, to provide power for you and things like that, because you have faith unto money, and faith unto things, but those things, that's not the right place to place your faith unto. The right place is unto the Most High, man. Right? So that's evil, man, when you believing unto a bunch of nonsense. Right? This is Wisdom of Solomon 15:6. Right? It says 15, and let me see, and right, I'll start at verse 4. It says, for neither did the mischievous invention of men deceive us, nor an image spotted with diverse colors the painter's fruitless labor. Right? That's the elect. They're not going to be this. They probably were deceived. Well, not probably, they were deceived for a second, but they snapped out of it. Like, no, hell no, ain't no power in these things. What the hell am I doing? Right? Ain't no real power in money. What the hell are you doing worshiping these damn things? Ain't no real power in damn this Christianity and Islam and stuff like that. What the hell am I doing? Right? That's why they have that in God we trust on the dollar bill, on the money. Why? Because that's the God, man. That's what you put your faith unto. Right? Verse 5, it says, the sight thereof whereof enticeth fools to lust after it. And so they desire the form of a dead image that has no breath. Christianity, Islam, even you trust in your money. George Washington is dead. Frederick whatever is dead. Lincoln is dead. All these people on these dollar bills, is they dead people, but yet you put trust in these things, right? Right? These things, they have the power to provide food and raiment for you, when you're supposed to have that trust unto the Most High, because he's the one that puts food and raiment for you, and a safe place to dwell and things like that. He's the one that provided that car for you, right? So you got to understand that, and all things will be well, right? But verse 6, it says, both they that make them, right, they that desire them, and they that worship them are lovers of evil things, and are worthy to have such things to trust upon. You trust upon these things, you are a lover of evil things, man. You love wickedness, right? And you are worthy of the destruction that's coming upon you in these last days, man. Because the Most High God is not playing, right? And that time to collect is coming up. So, hey, man, you are a lover of evil things. You trust religion. And again, you can't even make this the truth a religion. You trust into the religion of Hebrew Israelites even, right? Hey, man, destruction gonna come to you, right? Because you got to understand, being a Hebrew Israelite, the weightier matter is to exercise mercy. That's that's the most important thing. Mercy amongst your people, man, right? Proper righteous judgments amongst your people. And your proper righteous judgment will do what? Will conduct mercy, because why? You're going to see that, hey, man, I need mercy myself. I better extend mercy to the next man, to the next woman, to the next brethren, and things like that. Right? That's that. And you got to have faith. These are the weightier matters, right? You got to understand these things. Faith unto the Most High. That's how you make this thing. That's how you turn this thing not into a religion, man. So you got to understand. You don't understand these things. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to turn this thing into a religion for yourself. And you're going to get destroyed. And you're going to be one of those that's like, oh, God, Yahweh, then I prophesy unto you. Then I prophesy about your name. Then I do miracles. I brought it out. Things like that. I saluted. I said, Kwam Yashala. And you don't understand what's going on. Then Yahweh going to be like, look, man, I never knew you. Depart from me. All you was doing is just following religion, following man, following this, following that. You wasn't following me, right? You wasn't following the Most High. You don't want to get caught up in that, man. That's how serious it is, right? Because all deceivableness is from who? Satan. Let's get these, and then we finna wind down real quick, right? Let's get Revelation 18. Let me see. Right. Revelation 18 and verse 23. It says, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. Right? That's the one who deceived the whole earth. These so-called white people, man. And again, the blood of everybody is found in the hands of these people. They killed the Israelites, the righteous Israelites, and the wicked Israelites. They kill even the other nations. Look at what's happening in Gaza. They killing all the sorts of people. Look at what happened in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Look at what happened about the Vietnam War. Look what happened. What's happening in the Hamite land, man? In the Hamite land, right? These people, they kill everybody. And by their sorceries, that's how they deceive the whole earth to worship what? Their money, to worship white Jesus, white God, right? To worship all these things, to worship even what? Crystals and things like that. Because what? Now they have NASA, right? They have the NASA, which means deceiver at the same time, right? Funny enough. But they have NASA, and now people trust, oh, America went to the moon. They have all, they deceive the whole earth with all deceivableness, man. And you following these people, you will fall down, man. You're gonna get killed. The Most High is gonna destroy you, man. You following their wicked ways, of course you're gonna get this. You're gonna get killed. Let's go to Revelation 12 real quick, right? Revelation 12 and verse 9, it says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, right, the deceiver, and Satan, the adversary, which deceiveth the whole world. The whole world is deceived. So Satan deceived the whole world. Now, a person who does critical thinking, even if you were like, look, okay, you don't want to believe Hebrew Israelites. You don't want to believe this, that, and the third. But you have to understand, the Bible says Satan deceived the whole world. And what's the majority of the earth, what do they believe in? It's Christianity. Automatically, you should already understand that Christianity is wicked, because that's the tool that Satan uses to deceive the whole earth. All these pastors, especially now, being exposed and stuff like that, right? All these iman or with Islam and stuff like that, you're supposed to fight. gonna find out, look, yeah, Satan definitely is the one who established these things. Why? Because these things, they run the world. So therefore, so it's money and religion. Money, that's the so-called white man's money, and this so-called religion, which is a religion itself, but people don't see it as that because of the so-called separation of church and state. But there's no such thing. The separation of church and state just make you believe in fairy tales, Hercules type things, right? And a state, which is a religion itself, but it goes over people's head, because of how they portray it, right? So Satan deceived the whole earth. You should understand that. And these religions, all these religions, is deceiving our people, man, right? Which deceiveth the whole earth, the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. His angels is these damn Edomites, man. His angels are all these damn pastors. Edomites, whether Israelites, whomever these pastors are, whatever these pastors are, that these are all those that deceive the whole earth, man. They're the ones who are portraying a bunch of nonsense to our people. So we gotta understand that, man. We cannot give in to these nonsenses. We cannot give in to even making because we are in this world. We're not of it, but we're in this world, and turn even us being in the truth into a religion. We can't do that. You gotta have your trust, your faith, your belief unto the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, because he is a rewarder of them that trust and believe him blindly. All right. And with that, I'm going to say, call Elohim, like Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, all praise to the Heavenly Father for his mercy, his grace, and Most High willing, we all are part of the elect and will see Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in the kingdom. With that, Kwam Yashala, Shalom.